What we did is actually one thing. We tried to see where did the things happen and what happened. So what we found out is, first of all, that there were 4 scenes to the sexual violence. It was the Nova party area, it was the kibbutzim and all these small villages around there, it was the army bases, and also it was the hostages that are in captivity. And then what we did was to see what happened. I don't want to go into graphic details because it's really something a regular human being, it's very hard to digest the atrocities. But what we saw, that in all of the places, the similar things happened, like shooting in the genitals, disfiguring the bodies, especially in the genitals. It happened in all places. Burning of bodies in all places. Gang raping. What we saw, first of all, it was systematic. Not one place, all of the places. Not one mutilation, many mutilation. And when you see the big picture from the macro level, you understand 2 things. First of all, you understand that somebody gave the Hamas terrorists a directive to do it. Otherwise, it would be sporadic. Maybe one place here, one place there. But no, it was systematic, planned, intentional sexual violence atrocities. Wow. Very sadistic and very brutal. As being an Israeli, and also even being, my mother was a survivor of the Holocaust, and being a daughter of a survivor, it's very hard to see that these kind of things happen, and the world denies, doesn't care, doesn't believe. You can really support women that are suffering also in Gaza. But it's impossible and unbelievable that you don't talk about what's happening to us and what still is happening to our hostages every day in the horrific situation in captivity.
So what do you want to see the UN to do? How do you want to see the world in general respond to this?
No matter politics, no politics here. There is no excuse to what was done. There was no excuse to the sadistic, systematic terror attack. And the first thing is to acknowledge that. That's enough, And the UN bodies, it's more than that. They should issue reports. They should get a good information. They should work and invest a lot of time. And I want the world, to acknowledge that, because what happened in Israel could happen in the United States. A terror attack of Hamas jihadists could happen in Times Square. We had, you had 9/11, the world had 9/11. History repeats itself. So if you don't stand up and shout and acknowledge, you let these horrific, horrible people continue.